Welcome into the Fan Addict Sports Channel for sports fans by sports fans. It's your boy Coach I, where all my dogs at. All right, we're in here to talk about a little bit about the Florida State Louisville preview, and we're going to talk about the state of the program for the Florida State Seminoles. What's going on, what's wrong, and how it can be fixed. And to do that, I brought one of the Fan Addict alumni back in here, one of my boys, Stacey, the Florida State fan. What's going on, Stacey?
What's going on, my brother?
Man, listen.
It's it.
Florida State is in a bad way right now, man. And so I had a live stream on Friday, man. I had my boy Coach Harrelson and Bird, they lifelong Florida State fans. They came in and they kind of said something similar. I want to get your take on it.
Okay.
They say they believe in Norvell. They believe he got something going and that they got to get rid of some bad apples. It's like a transition period where you've gotten rid of some bad apples, but there might be a couple more, and then they got to get the juniors and seniors, the upperclassmen, to kind of buy in so that the young guys can follow along. And once that happens, and they think Mike Norvell is the person to do it, then y'all will make a transition. What you think?
Well, I thought that they had did a lot of purging of that roster, especially through the transfer portal. So I'm not sure how many bad apples are basically tearing up the franchise. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at some point, we just got to be realistic about this
Yeah.
situation and say, hey, what is it that they're not, receiving? You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that a lot of people left. A lot of people just said, you know what, I'm not going to do it. And I think those people that stayed are the people that were buying into the program. So for you to say that you don't think that they're buying in and they're still bad apples, I think that's a stretch. I think we just got to be a little more realistic.
Well, it's like, from the outside looking in, 'cause you be around the fans, talk to the fans, and, hear about what they feeling. It's been going on for a long time. And I don't know, Mike Norvell may be the guy that can get it going, may not be the guy. I don't know. But it actually, I know people would like to blame Willie Taggart for everything, but it started with
Right.
Jimbo. So it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
this been going on now. I mean, y'all won the championship in 2013. So 2014, y'all had a good season. 2015, so 6 years now, this been going on. There's been a lot
Yeah.
of recruits come in and out, two different coaches, three different coaches, you counting Jimbo for a season or two. There's something got to be going on in the athletic department that's got there's like like the kids coming in, they not thinking Florida State culture, because y'all got a culture of
Right.
winning. They thinking more
Right.
like Florida State can get me to the league, which I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't think about getting to the league, but I don't know, man. It's just something has got to be going on internally. Like maybe the AD need to look in the mirror.
I think that I would say that would be my first choice of you looking and putting a bright light on. Because right now he's catching some heat for some things he's talking about. They put up a little meme of him saying when Taggart was here, 6-6 just won't get it. But then he said 6-6 here is okay, meaning that it's a start to something new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's talking out the side of his neck on two different spectrums of the same issue. Like either 6-6 is not good enough or 6-6 is good enough. Which one is it? So you can't do that and expect the program, the players, the fans to not call you out on that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a big problem right now that no one has faith in the AD. As far as Norvell is concerned, I think I said this last time I was on. I said they needed to go get him. So I can't, back out and say that I don't think he's the
Yeah.
guy. I give him another year.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I give him another year to say, okay, you got to turn this thing around. And anything less than, to me, next year, 10 wins is a failure.
Yeah. I mean, I was coming in thinking that this year was gonna be, at least like you said, 6-6, 6-6. I was thinking, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm thinking 6-6. Maybe if they sneak up on somebody, 7-5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I'm with you. I think if you talking about when a coach comes in, they always say his second year is like the biggest jump. It might not be his best
right.
year, but it's the biggest jump. And so far, we haven't seen. any jump at all. If anything, it's
None.
been a semi regression. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if you go on 0-3 for the first time since 1976, which was Bobby Bowden's first
Yeah,
year, that means you have been the worst coach as far as records since 1976. That says something.
bruh. I,
You have been under you have been an underdog in all of them games, and you're an underdog in this game coming up. So that's 4 games straight that you've been an underdog at Florida State. That's a problem.
bruh, I didn't see the spread. Y'all was an underdog to Jacksonville State.
Hey, let me say the FBS teams,
Okay. I just wanted to make sure,
not
somebody
Jacksonville
be in them
State.
comments and be like, we wasn't no underdog to
Yeah,
Jacksonville State. Well, you shouldn't be in no
no,
underdog to Jacksonville State.
no. I mean, you
But
shouldn't be.
you
So I
shouldn't have
say
been an
FBS.
underdog to
Yeah.
Wake Forest, to be honest with you.
No,
not
you shouldn't
not
have.
Florida State. You know what I'm saying?
Not Florida State.
Exactly. And see now, like you said, I think Louisville is, if I'm not mistaken, Louisville's getting 4.5. Not me. Y'all are getting
Two and a half,
y'all
2.5, two.
y'all
It's teetering around two and
It's
a
two
half,
and a half. It's
3.
2.5.
Yeah,
Which when you the home team, for all those out there that don't know, we, like I say, we ain't no betting professionals, so don't be
right.
listening to us and say putting that money in there. You know what I'm saying? But when you the home team in betting, you automatically get 3 points. So with
Yeah,
Louisville being a 2.5 point favorite, that means they feel like Louisville is almost a touchdown better than y'all.
exactly.
So,
I mean that's asinine.
yeah, it is crazy, man. And I don't know, man. Like I say, what y'all can hope for is y'all playing at home. It's a 3:30 game. The recruits ain't gave up on the team, so like I say, you got Travis Hunter still in the fold. You got
Yes.
the rest of
Was
I think y'all got like 18 commits. They still holding on. So
right.
hopefully the fans, if the recruits ain't giving up, the fans shouldn't give up.
That's what I'm saying, and I think I'm probably gonna jack up his name. Quayshawn Sapp and Jalen Early, two of our old
Mm-hmm.
linemen, put out a little message on Twitter today saying that they are still committed and they're not going to decommit.
Okay.
So that's the kind of stuff that you got to hope
Yeah,
continues.
and with that, if you feel like 17, 18-year-olds can hold on to their commitment, the fans show up. I think
Right,
that'll help y'all against Louisville because I think we talked about it earlier. Louisville hasn't played until this year anyway. Last year they was bad on the road, and that was
right.
with 4,000 people in the stands. Now you got
Yes.
you got 80,000 plus in the stands screaming at them. It's a 3:30 game. You got the fans got a chance to get all lubed up, with the with the adult beverages.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
uh,
They tailgate hard down there, so I will give them
yeah.
that.
So hopefully that'll come in and give y'all a little spark. Who you think gonna start at quarterback Saturday?
Oh man, I think we briefly had this discussion about we don't know because the word on the street is both of them a little dinged up, so we don't know who's going to start. But if I'm going to give a nod right now, based on the performance last week, we're going to continue to play this musical chairs with the quarterback, which we shouldn't. Like we said, we need to be committed to somebody, and that's part of the problem. But the long answer was, I think it's going to be Milton.
Okay. And if he sticks with Milton, listen, you at least got to ride with the dude the whole game. Even if he play, what I'm saying. Even if he playing bad, you got to ride with him.
Right.
And you had said, we talked earlier about establishing the running game. Establish that run game. Help Milton out. Help them get some people in the box and create some one-on-one matchups outside. So going into Saturday against Louisville, a positive I would say is the fact that again they don't play well on the road. At least not since what I think the guy's name is Satterfield or whatever has been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a positive. Negative is we don't know what morale is down there. We don't know what the
Right.
players' morale is. I mean, if they still fighting, y'all got a chance. If they just like, you know what, dog, I'm about to get my numbers and bounce.
Well, I can tell you, if they had the same fire and fight that the fans have right now on Facebook, I mean, they should come out there and beat the brakes off of Louisville.
Hey, speaking of the fans, speaking of the other fans, the FSU fans, you got any of them out there that's like, we going to kill Louisville, or is everybody kind of like you? They don't know what to
Man,
expect.
to be honest with you, I don't think. the topic of the game has come up yet. It's Tuesday. I think we still talking about who we don't want on the coaching staff, who we don't like, who we should fire. I mean, I mean, that's where we
Yeah.
are. That's it's sad that that's where we are as a fan base right now. That is so much infighting about those things, and we haven't even talked about the next opponent.
Well, that's that goes to what we was talking about, people buying in and things of that
Right.
nature. So hopefully some of that'll stop just in the FSU nation. I'll be honest, man. I want to see FSU good again. Like it's like
I mean,
get
it's good for college
give
football. You know what I'm
yeah
saying?
give y'all don't even get to do the tomahawk chop no more. It's like the best part of the game is was the Chief Osceola running out to the field.
Yeah, and putting a spear in the middle of the field. I mean, and speaking of that, this is for ESPN, the four-letter network. I don't know if I can say this, but I'm gonna say it. For y'all to leave Florida State out of the top five of the best traditions in football, that's sad. Because everybody know that when that spear hit that ground at the 50-yard line, it's on.
Listen, I'm still waiting to go to a game with you just so I can see that. That's it. I don't. I'll be honest with you, man. I go this year, but we might need to be trying to get some tickets. They might be
Hey, we can
cheap.
go. I'm sure we can get some good tickets right now.
All right, then on Saturday, man, y'all gotta try to, with Jermaine Johnson playing the way he is, who else on defense can help Jermaine Johnson in stopping the Cardinals? Who you believe in on it? There's got to be somebody else you believe in on defense other than Jermaine Johnson. So what the y'all know y'all got a decent safety? God, what's that kid's name?
Man, it's slim pickings back there, guy. I'm just saying. I mean, when I tell you that it's hard, I mean, I'll give Akeem Dent some
Okay.
love. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that this secondary is probably the worst I've seen in a minute, and they've been, oh my goodness, they just been cooking my boy Brownlee. They just been cooking him.
Well, the good thing is I don't think the quarterback for Louisville, I think it's Malik Davis. No,
Cunningham.
Cunningham, Malik Cunningham. I don't think he's like a super accurate guy. So as long as
Well,
Jermaine Johnson can put some pressure on him, that might cause some errant throws. Maybe y'all defense can carry y'all through a game. I don't know, bro. Scott,
Well, he went 23 for 38 last week,
23,
265.
23 for
I mean,
38. I mean, I
hey,
ain't got no
hey,
calculator out, dog. But
that's better than the percentages that our two quarterbacks have been doing right now.
that's true.
So I'll take 23 and 265 right
Okay,
now and a touchdown
okay.
from my
So,
quarterback.
what are your prediction on what's gonna happen Saturday? Give me that prediction for how you think the game gonna go, and then you got to give me a final score.
Man, I'm just hoping that this is the first win we get. I mean, I'm hoping that we come out and we play well. I hope, like I said, that we remember that 48-16 drugging that we got last year against Louisville, and we use that as some type of motivation to come out and put this game out and win by 10 points.
Okay, I can see that.
We I want us we need to win by double digits. It doesn't need to be a close game where it's the last play of the game, last couple of plays in the fourth quarter, last drive. None of that. We need to win by double digits this week.
Okay. Well, if y'all won by double digits, I think that'll create some momentum. You know what I'm saying? Not just a
Right,
regular win, but, we kind of discussed it before. Y'all definitely need a win no matter what.
right.
But
Oh,
a,
definitely,
but a
definitely,
double digit win
definitely.
would definitely help the morale. So give me one fix. All right, give me whatever you think can fix this program going forward, because it's not just the team; it's definitely the program. What can be fixed, or what you think could be the fix?
To be honest with you, it's probably not even on the field football
Okay.
related, and more so outside of football. I can't remember the last time that our old players have been embraced and invited back to the program to be a part of the program.
Oh, I ain't heard them. You right. So, cause I do see, with most big time college football, you look on, especially for big games like that Notre Dame.
Right.
So, did any players show up for the Notre Dame game?
If there was a player, I can guarantee you it was Pete.
Yeah. Well, that's huge because like I mean, just take South Carolina for example. It was a lot of the
Right.
former players is the one that was championing for Shane Beamer and getting that momentum going.
Right.
You look at the Alabama Miami game and they had a whole bunch of former players on the sidelines. I mean, Georgia's sending
Mhm.
out boxes of gear to all these former players. So
Right.
at least the ones that's currently still in the league or whatever. So that might be something to look into because, like I say, man, we talked before, but it's more than just the team, man. And we used
Exactly.
to think it was just the O line. That's at least I did. I thought, when
Right.
DeAndre Francois was there, then James Blackman, I'm like, y'all got to get an O line. But now it's like it's a whole bunch of moving pieces.
hmm I mean, at this point, it's like I'm hopeful that this new recruiting class come in that's supposed to be number 6 or number 10 in the nation, somewhere in between. Depends on what poll you're looking at. I mean, that's still 3 years out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But that's still 2 or 3 years out. But at least they focus on the things that they needed to, which is offensive line and defensive line.
that's true. Because it starts in the trenches. I don't care. I don't care
Exactly.
what league you play in. I'm not saying they got to be the best, but it definitely starts in the trenches because we're witnessing y'all ACC Atlantic foe right now with Clemson. They can't really block nobody, and they got
Right.
talent on the outside, but they got a talented quarterback. Even though, bruh, the Clemson fans in my job, bruh, I swear, like they ready to just dismiss DJ. I'm like, bruh, it's not just like DJ ain't played great,
Yeah.
but it ain't just DJ. DJ, it wasn't good that he started out with Georgia defense. Let's just say that the dude still
Yeah. I
he
mean,
traumatized, man, and he don't trust his offensive line. So you back to what you said with the recruits, the trenches. You got to be able to trust them biggins.
yep.
They
Got
don't
to.
get a
I
lot of
mean, that's
glory, but you need them.
you definitely need them. That's for
Well,
sure. That's on, like you said, any level.
that's true. That's true. Because Louisville, with my prediction, because Louisville is not a great road team, and I've heard y'all say I got three straight Florida fans think they can. Mike Norvell can get it done, but he got to get it done soon, or he gonna be out of there. I'm gonna say that y'all gonna get the win by a field goal.
Yeah, you can't go 0-4.
Yeah,
If you go 0-4, I think all bets are off as far as we can't go get another
yeah,
coach. If we go 0-4, yeah, all bets are off at that point.
yeah.
That means that means you'll be the first coach since before Bobby Brown to go 0 and
And
4.
not too long before by about y'all was a girls' school, so you don't want to go in them record
That's
books.
exact. That's all I'm
You don't
saying.
want to go in them record books.
Exactly. Not
With that
those.
said, man, we're gonna thank Stacey for coming up in the fan attic, man. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. When you're a fan, you have to ride and die with your
Yes.
team. You can't hide
Exactly.
just because you 0-3. Stacey was more than willing to come out here and talk some Florida State football, man. We appreciate it. And for all my people out there in YouTube land, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And the Florida State fans that actually watch the video, get in the comments, man. What do you think is the fix for the program or the problem with the program? And be sure to show up for the kids on Saturday, man. Like they need y'all in the
Do it.
stands.
Do it for the
Do it for the
kids.
kids. This is Coach I for the Fanatic, and we out of here, man.